Hello everyone, this is Narendar. In this video, we will install Go language on our system and write a simple hello world program. So, first let's visit the official Go website at go.dev. This site contains all the documentation we need. Here you can see all the documentation and the community also. Like we can directly meet up the community guys here. And all the packages that we need, so all these things we can find from this site, and as well as a comprehensive list of downloadable resources from here, and it's essentially the official home page for everything related to Go. So we can also explore other resources listed there. And a couple of interesting things to note here is at the time of this recording, if you can see here, at the time of this recording, the Go version is 1.22.4, but when you check this page later, there might be a newer version available, and it's absolutely fine to download the latest version you find. The code files will work perfectly with the most recent versions only. So I don't recommend using older versions due to some issues that have been addressed in recent updates. So for instance, in the initial phases, the garbage collector wasn't up to the mark. So, but it has been completely rewritten. So, we'll also have a dedicated section discussing how Golang handles modules. So, especially when dealing with multiple files and how this has evolved over time. So, we'll also cover all these aspects in detail. And the whole story is that please go ahead and install the latest version. So, as of now, it is showing as 1.22.4 here. And also in this home page, you can access the playground here. This is the Go playground. So some of you might wonder if you can simply write code directly in the playground itself, but I can say technically yes, you can do that. However, I don't recommend it for real world application development, because applications aren't typically built solely within a browser based environment, because it is a browser based environment. So while in the future this might become more visible with platforms like GitHub, so for now, especially in real world development, it's important to have the necessary tools installed on our own system. So if I can run it, you will notice that here you will notice that see, it is executed, right? If I can run the code in the playground, so which is fine for testing small snippets by clicking on it to execute, but however it runs on a remote server. In backend there is a remote server, so we don't have the complete control over what happened behind the scenes. So for example, when using some packages like random or those involving time and date, the results can be unpredictable and not configurable to your needs. So while it's okay for testing a few algorithms, but I don't recommend using the playground beyond that. So for real-time development, it's best to have control over your environment. So therefore, I advise against relying heavily on the Go playground for serious projects. So then it's okay. Let's try to download. So this is one thing. So here you can see the executable files for Windows, Mac, as well as Linux. So currently, I downloaded for Windows because I'm using the Windows machine. So let me install it. Accept. This is the path where the Go is going to be installed on Windows. Click on install. So it would take some time. So let's wait for it. And apart from this, throughout this series, I will be using Visual Studio Code as my code editor. So that code editor, I have been using it for years, and absolutely I love it. However, you can feel free to use any other editors that you are comfortable with, such as in our market there is Sublime text editor also. So if you are comfortable with that, you can use that. But one thing I want to suggest you, don't use any word processors like Notepad or anything that formats the text with bold, italic, or underlined. So these are called as the word processors. These are not the code editors. So I mean, I suggest you, please don't go for any notepad kind of things. Just use the code editors like VS Code or any Sublime Text. So let it complete. Don't worry, I'll skip this one. I'll show you after the installation completed. Yeah, see here, now it got finished. So now let's download the Visual Studio Code as well. So I already downloaded into my local machine. So let's install it. So let me skip the installation part. Yeah, see here, now it has been installed. Let's open it. Just click on finish. Just go ahead and create a folder, separate folder on desktop. Just follow the things what I do here step by step, because this is very important. The folder creation, all these things, how the file should be created, under which folder which file should be kept. So all these things should be followed step by step. So let's create a folder. This should be named as Golang series. Okay. Let's open new window. So what you need to do is just drag and drop this folder here, or else you can open the folder Golang series. So just trust the authors, and you can see the Golang folder is open here. So under this folder, be cautious here, just create one more folder. As we are writing hello world, just write it as hello, and inside this create one file which is named as main.go. The extension should be .go only, as we are writing Go code. So if you are writing Python, it should be .py. Let's go ahead and click enter. So as soon as you enter, so the file will be opened here. So before writing the code, few things we need to, as a prerequisite, so few things we need to do. So the first thing is like, just click on this file and go to the integrated terminal here. So as soon as you see this path, the first step that you need to do is create the Go modules. The command is go mod init, if you can write it clearly, init. The official way is github.com/narendar/hello. So this is the actual format. If we use the GitHub, then it is the actual format that we need to write. But as we are not that much of deeper right away, so doesn't make it complicated. Let's make it simple. I'm just giving it as go mod init hello. But for sure in future we will be using the actual format. So just enter it. So the Go mod has been created. Please don't get angry. So actually the Go mod, this mod file is actually used for dependency management and versioning controlling. So don't worry, we will be having a separate session on this only go.mod file. So as soon as the mod file has been created, just go to the file, and here you need to write the code. So before you write the code, we need to install few extensions which are related to Go. Go to the extension bar here on your left side and just search for Go here. I can see a very first one, Go team at Google. Yeah, this is the one I want. I think it's already been installed because I have been using it. So just install it. So once you install it, then you are ready to write the code. So the very first command that we need to, the very first code that we need to write is we need to create a package here, package and main. Then after, the second step is everyone writes like import all these things. Sorry, but here no need to write this one because already we installed the Go IntelliSense here. Because what it does, once we install this Go here, so it will automatically generates the packages, it generates the modules, it imports the modules that we create here. For example, let's create the function. I'm going to declare the function here. If I can click here, it directly redirects to the function main module. So this is how IntelliSense works here, and the same way lexer also works here. So so here if you can observe function main, so in the world of Go, it is very similar to languages like C and C++. There is always a one entry point which is going to act as the starting point of a program, and here we have the main, which is the starting point, and this is a reserved keyword. So you cannot give it to anybody else. So now let's try to do something like fmt dot print line, like println. Now one of the most important thing in Golang is it is super case sensitive, but it is very predictable case sensitive. For example, all the methods that probably you can use from any package, in our case fumt is a package that we have. So these methods, fumt is a package and println is a method here. So these methods from these packages are named in the capital letter. The very first letter is capital letter, and there is a huge importance of that, and we will come back on this later. So let's try to print out one sentence. Welcome to Cybercoded Labs. So as soon as I save this, if you can observe here, this is the one that I used. So as soon as I saved it, it automatically imported the fumt package. Hope you understand now how the IntelliSense of Go that we installed from the extension it worked. So no need to write anything, no need to import anything. So as we write the code, it automatically imports whatever we require. So if it doesn't require that, it automatically removes that package. So let me remove this one, or else let me comment this one and just save it. It automatically removes that one. So this is how the Go IntelliSense works here. Fine, let's go ahead and save it again. Now I just want to run this one. So go to the path where this main.go file is saved and just type go run and main.go. So as soon as I run this one, see, it already we got the print of the sentence that we have written here. So as soon as we run this run command, it doesn't build anything, it just run the code as it is. So in the next session we will see how the packages will be built on Windows, Mac and Linux. That's it for the today's session. Let's catch up in the next video. Thank you very much.